It's Amanda from the Fundamental Home and Frugal Family Food, and today is week 3 of Meal Planning for Beginners, part 3. And we're going to be talking about the next step to get ready for meal planning. I'm trying to make it easy for you and have it all spelled out. So in week 1, we talked about making a menu. Just like when you're in a restaurant, they have a menu and you're going to choose what you want to eat off of that menu. That's essentially what you're going to do. You're going to make a menu out of all the meals that you possibly know how to make, divide it up by breakfast, lunch, dinner, all those different things, have it in a binder ready to go, and then you're ready to start making choices. But first, that was last week's step 2, you got to make a pantry list. So we took all of those recipes that we know how to make, and we went through and looked at all the ingredients, and now we know what we need to have on hand in our pantry so that when we're shopping, we can shop to fill the pantry and then make our menu plan based on what's in the pantry rather than grocery shopping for the menu plan. That's how we save money. That is how you save the most money. You don't want to be tempted to buy things on the fly. You want to be filling that pantry, shopping from the pantry. You don't want to shop from the grocery store to eat right away. Trust me, trust me. Okay, today is part 3. Part 3, we're going to talk about using that pantry strategically, okay? So your pantry, you've been filling it up. You've been using it. You got this list. You're trying to make sure you have everything on it. But you know, this is a new thing. You're not going to have it all at once. It's going to take some time to build it up. So how are we going to use that pantry strategically? Okay, first things first, timing is everything, okay? You want to make sure you're going to use the things that are going out of date first, okay? Main issue that I hear about a lot is people are spending money on fruits and vegetables, and those fruits and vegetables are going bad before they can use them. And that's because they're making their meal plans based on what their family wants, what they kind of feel like in the spur of the moment, and they're not really taking into account what they actually have on hand and when it's going to go bad. So what I want you to do before you make a meal plan is you want to start looking at all of the things that might be going out of date, that might be going bad. Use those first, okay? Make sure everything that you have in your pantry is dated. Check those dates and use them first. Here's another thing that you want to consider. What do you have a lot of? If you have like 20 pounds of chicken and like 3 pounds of beef, you need to be having some chicken heavy meals, okay? And I know I got a bunch of big guys in my house. I could serve them beef every day. They'd be thrilled, okay? But the reality is we got 20 pounds of chicken, 3 pounds of beef. You know what that means? That means they're gonna have chicken, 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 beef, chicken, chicken, beef. But you gotta plan it out that way. You gotta base it on what's actually in your pantry and available and what you have in abundance, okay? If you have a lot of Hispanic style spices and ingredients, we're gonna have a lot of Hispanic style meals. If we have a lot of Asian style spices and ingredients, we're gonna have a lot of Asian style meals. This works out really well, especially I think one of the best things that you can do for your own health and well-being is to eat seasonally. Plus it's tasty and it's gonna save you the most money because often those are the things that are on sale. So when it comes time to look at what's in your pantry, you wanna get used to the idea of using the things that you have that are like available right in this moment. And so if you have a lot of tomatoes in tomato season, you got to figure out how to make those things, you know, turn into spaghetti one day and a pizza one day and then have it in a salad another day. But you want to make sure you're using every single thing that you have while it's in abundance before it goes out of date. You're going to consider both of those things, using your pantry strategically. I had to try to say that word right. Anyway, the last thing I want you to consider when using your pantry strategically is what your family loves. We actually have, and I'm going to link down below on the Frugal Family Food website, a resources page. And one of the things that we have on there is a family favorites list. And you can print that out and use that in your own household. And basically what I want you to do is go around and ask every single member of your family to write down all of their favorite meals that you make. And I think you need to put this on your meal plan or have it in your head. You have to have that family favorites list in that binder that I told you about where you're going to have your menu and your pantry list. Have the family favorites because when you go to make your meals, you need to make sure you're considering your family. Yes, we have to consider timing. Yes, we have to consider abundance, but we don't want to leave out everyone's favorites because the biggest thing that's going to stop you in your tracks when it comes to meal planning is your family and they're complaining. I know it. I hear it all the time, whether it's your husband or your kids or whatever you got going on. You need to make sure they are happy if you're going to be able to stay on your meal plan, if it's going to be effective for you. So in order to do that, we've got to strategize again a little bit and make sure that we are including some of the family's favorites. And sometimes that means using something that you kind of would rather keep, You don't want to do it all the time, but you need to make sure that it's on there sometimes so they're not feeling left out. They're not feeling like their favorites are being ignored and, they don't have any say in what's going on. We want them to feel loved and appreciated with the food that we make. But in order to do that, we have to purpose to put their favorites on the menu plan. And don't leave yourself out either. Make sure you put your favorite on there every once in a while too. So that's it for week 3 of Meal Planning for Beginners. I hope you're keeping track of all these fun activities. Of course, you can make your menu plan in your binder, put the pantry list in the binder, and this week we're going to put our family favorites in the binder and strategize with that timing and abundance just to make sure that we're going to use that pantry wisely. So come back next week and we will talk about the next step that you can do in order to prepare yourself to meal plan. So we'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye!